Okay, this is Monkey Lightning, another tutorial here, or demonstration. We're just going to go through the trade process since that wasn't demonstrated last time, wasn't completed last time. So here we are at the dashboard, our main screen. We've seen this before. We'll just go ahead and enter a new trade here. Let's make some rules, and for our purposes, actually, let me just name this entry rule. For our purposes, I'm just going to use random numbers here. So let's make sure it goes pretty fast. So I'll just make it 1 to 5. So the entry will kick on fairly quickly. So that's going to be somewhere between 1 and 5, and we'll just pick 3. So if it's equal to 3, then our condition will be true. This rule will be true since it only has one condition. So I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to add another rule, make it my exit rule. And again, just going to use a random number here, and again keep it pretty small. Let's say 1 to 7, and if it's equal to some number in that range, we'll just randomly pick 4. So if this random number is equal to 4, then that condition will be true, and the whole rule will be true since there is only one condition. So I'm going to hit OK. So I have an entry rule and exit rule. I'm going to add one more rule, call it a stop rule, and this one again I'll make random, a little bigger, 1 to 10. And if it's equal to, let's say 7. So at this point, we have 3 rules now: entry, exit, and stop. And I went through that really quickly, so if you haven't seen that before, you might want to watch one of the previous videos. But I'll go ahead and name this trade and select the market that we're going to trade in. Let's use Brent on the simulator for now. So I'll pick Brent. Okay, so my market is set. I'm going to go ahead and rotate over to the entry. Entry rule is selected. Choose that. So I added my entry rule. Step through the exit. Choose the exit rule there. And step through to the stop. And choose the stop rule there. So now I've added that. I have no preconditions for this trade, which is fine. You can do that. You don't have to have preconditions for every trade. So now we see my first trade is up here. Check mark next to it means it's active. You can deactivate it just as easily. I'm going to go ahead and turn on auto restart and set the throttle to 10 seconds. That means that once the trade completes, it will just restart itself. So let's go ahead and start the trade. You saw the preconditions went through there very quickly. Yellow always indicates the currently active panel. We see right here that it's running, and we're currently in the entry just filled. And just like that, we stopped out of the trade. You see down here in the notification window, entered and stopped out. The countdown has already started because we had it at 10 seconds, and now we're back. Preconditions, entry, and that time we exited. So I kept those numbers really small so that this would go through quickly. Obviously, on a real trade, your entry would be looking at something like market price versus an indicator, something like that. Your exit or stop would probably look at the trade price you got filled at and look for, especially something like stop, look for maybe your P&L. Okay, at that time we stopped out. See, stop turned red. So our preconditions and entry were completed, and then stop. And the countdown is almost done, and there we are, running again. So 10-second throttle, pretty fast, and you can see the notifications piling up down here as we go through enter, exit, enter, stop, and so on. So that is the trade screen for Monkey Lightning, and as soon as I have some more indicators to put up there and can demonstrate a real trade for you, then I will do that. Thanks for watching.